Relaxation. I trust everybody here is doing well. Happy June. That's hard to believe. Dudes, it's June already. That's crazy. Man. Crazy. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, I'd listen to my mod over on the YouTubes. Just calm down social anxiety, or you will be banned because it's not very fun. But anyway, we'll see what happens. For everybody else, hi. Let's do that. And I hope everybody's been having a lovely month, lovely May. Hope life finds everybody well and so forth. So, what's happening? Hey JC, lovely to see you. Hey Laura, pleasure to have you with us. Welcome, friends. So, as many of you know, I just got back from Dayton, Ohio. We had a lovely little visit with my family, with my mom and dad, and it's good to be back in LA. We're almost done in the land of of construction and remodeling. We're so close to being done. So close. But we're in the process of, the organization phase, and we have many things to get done and cleaned up and organized. Hey Julian, good to see you, buddy. I clean up and get organized, and man, it's amazing how quickly time goes by, isn't it? It's like, I can't believe it's May. I'm sorry. Exactly. Case in point. I can't believe it's June. I don't even really remember March and April. Barely remember May. It's weird, man. It's weird. Time goes by really quick. Dude, gunslinging goose. I feel really good about the Myles Garrett trade. For those who don't know, this is like inside baseball, football. I don't think YouTube has chat redemption things. You can just say hi. Hey, Illy. The Rams, we made an auspicious trade. We gave up a young stud rookie for some first-round draft picks to pick up complete beast. We'll see, a DB, defensive back. What position does Myles Garrett play again? I think he's a DB, and anyway, he had the number 1 sacks in the league last year. He is a 23 sacks. He is an absolute unit. Future Hall of Fame defensive player, and it's exciting. He's coming to the Rams from Cleveland. So yeah, I'm excited to. But yeah, what's his position? I think he's a DB. But anyway, he's gonna kind of. He's the guy who is constantly rushing the quarterback and putting pressure on their offense. So he is a defensive monster. And yeah, it's good. We'll see what happens. It's fun. A defensive end. That's the word. Thanks, John. He's a defensive end. So yeah, he's one of these guys that's always rushing in to smash the quarterback on the opposing team. It's gonna be fun to watch. So I'm stoked about the trade. I think Myles, I'm from Ohio. I like Ohio. Cleveland's a nice town. But I get why these young studs, whether it's LeBron James, who left Cleveland to go to Miami, and Miami Heat, and then of course now he's a Los Angeles Laker. And you know, if you're a superstar and you're living in Cleveland, Ohio, it's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay. I can imagine though why somebody of that caliber would want to come to Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? I think you're kind of what I'm putting down. Hey, Jessica Scott, Arjun Bist. You know, I don't really watch soccer. I mean, I'm looking forward to the World Cup, but let me tell you guys. So, the World Cup is like, it's weird. You know, it starts here in 6 days. Okay. Thanks, Ellie. The World Cup starts here in 6 days. Okay. And there's like no advertising in Los Angeles. I mean, not none, but you don't see, like, you would think that there would be banners and posters and like stuff all over Los Angeles, like, hey, the World Cup is coming to LA, bada bing bada boom. You would think that there would be like all kinds of, like, you know, excitement and enthusiasm. It is weird how little, like almost zero promotion there is of the World Cup in LA. I mean, that part of that's true, Illy. But like, I don't know, man. It's the World Cup. Like, I would say that's true for like regular soccer, but the World Cup is a big deal. You would just think that there would be stuff like signs and billboards and like, welcome international world to LA, like welcome to like the things. Los Angeles right now is shockingly void of World Cup stuff. Now, I asked ChatGPT. It said part of that is because FIFA is like insanely territorial, and so like only FIFA can promote it. It's not even allowed. It's not even going to be called SoFi Stadium. It's just going to be called the Los Angeles Stadium during the World Cup, which is wild. Like, if you're SoFi and you bought rights to that stadium to have your name on it, you spent, I don't know, $100 million or whatever the heck SoFi spent to put their name on that stadium. And during the biggest world international event in the world, they're not allowed to call the stadium SoFi. It's just going to be called the Los Angeles Stadium. I don't know, it's kind of wild. Like, I wonder how SoFi feels about that. Like, I'd be pissed if I was SoFi. It's like, I spent a lot of money to have my name on that stupid stadium, and during the frickin' World Cup, it's not going to be SoFi Stadium. It's going to be... Anyway, yeah, that's interesting. And your rival 777, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm glad that I was able to help out. That's really cool, man. Hey, Cat. GG, dude, Cat Librarian actually beat me in a game of chess. GG, Cat. She played the Dutch, which is a sharp, funky opening. Caught me with my pants down. Well done, Cat. Well done. I got to sharpen up on my Dutch. And I know a couple moves. I did the analysis, and there's definitely, I see a couple moves where I messed up. But, yeah. Good job. GG. Well played. Arjun, maybe because it's not so big in the U.S., but the World Cup, and they go ball. I mean, that's true, Arjun. I mean, don't get me wrong. And let's see, FIFA banned refillable water bottles because there's no shade. It was a bit, dude, that's crazy, man. Unsure, really. I'm sure I'll just chat for now, and I may do channel point stuff, maybe not. I don't know. Channel point stuff's also kind of annoying. Depends on my mood, but when it's YouTube and Twitch, we usually don't do channel point stuff. Because chatting is more interesting usually. As SoFi, I am pissed. Well, your rival, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Now, I mean, you may have gotten lucky, Cat, but hey, your studying paid off. You know, you made some sharp moves that were very good tactical moves. You know, I'm sure you did your own personal evaluation of the game. Kudos, man. You know, I made a couple mistakes, obviously, and you played a really good game, so shout out to you. Hey, Evan. And so, yeah, it's just, I'm just saying, you know, like, there's more hubbub about the Olympics, and I'm not saying the Olympics aren't a big deal. The Olympics are obviously a big deal, and it's like 2 years away, right? Yeah, it's 2028. Maybe it's because, too, like, the light rail system from LAX to... YouTube's showing that for no reason, Vicky, because that's really weird, because I don't know if I can change it when it's live. That's weird. I checked the name, the title during whatever. I'm not going to change it at this point, but I checked. It says like there's a big announcement today. There's not a big announcement today. I don't know why. It says that. It wasn't on Twitch. It didn't say that. I don't know why it came up that way on YouTube. Whatever. But like, you know, the Olympics are coming up and there's more hype about that. But again, like the light rail from LAX isn't done yet because it's LA. I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, maybe Binky. I don't know why I can't change it live either. Can I change that live? Hang on, I wonder if I can. If I go here, let me go to this live. Can I edit that? Oh yeah, I can. Let's do this. Let me take that out. Boink. Weird. Save. And boink. And there we go. And that. Okay, that should have fixed it. That should have fixed it. So anyway. Okay, cool. Hopefully I didn't ruin everything on YouTube. I don't think it did. No, it should be fine. Anyway, yeah, next time I'll have to check that before the live stream begins. But it's just weird that, like, you know, arguably the World Cup is, I don't know if it's a bigger deal, but I mean, it kind of is. Like, the World Cup gets way more eyeballs, I bet, than the Olympics. Like, somebody Google that for me. How many people watch the World Cup compared to the Olympics? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it's like double, because other than America, soccer is huge. Other than America. But even if it's not huge here, it's still the World Cup. And like, the World Cup is, I don't know, man. It's just, it's weird how little promotion there is for it right now. It's strange. I mean, maybe it's like, I mean, the World Cup is going to have a halftime show. Yeah, that doesn't even make any sense because there's no such thing. Or maybe the final game, I guess. Madonna, Shakira, and BTS. Maybe. Gillette is not very part of that time of news around the World Cup, but all about parking traffic. That's crazy. So, oh, that's interesting. Well, maybe that's why. So hang on a second, Cat. are you saying that I'm good, Kona, boy Kona? Are they playing World Cup games in Boston as well? So it's not just in Los Angeles, but I thought it was like up and down the West Coast, or is it like all over America? Is the World Cup like playing not just in LA, but like LA, San Francisco, Boston, New York? Like, so are the games all over? Maybe that's why. I thought that's weird. For some reason, I thought that like the majority of the World Cup was here in Los Angeles, but that's not the case. It's like the World Cup is Mexico, Canada, and the USA. Interesting, Poquito. Oh, well, maybe that's why it's not being like promoted. I didn't realize that. I thought for some reason that it was like mostly. Thanks, Kona. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. I thought it was mostly in. No, okay. That sort of explains it. Okay, Cat and Boquito. That okay. Yeah, I thought that like the majority of the World Cup. Hey Maya, good to see you. I thought the majority of the World Cup was gonna be like here in Los Angeles. Guten Abend, Valioff. But I'm wrong. Got it. It's LA, Seattle, Boston, Chicago, New York, Philadelphia. So they're playing World Cup games all over the place. Got it. It's just they're playing, I know, 2 USA games are going to be here at SoFi Stadium. Got it. Mostly West Coast. Okay. Interesting. Got it. Well, shows what I know. Got it. But yeah, while I don't normally watch a lot of soccer, I do watch. I like watching the World Cup. It's fun. It's fun to get into the World Cup. Hopefully, I can get together with some friends and we can get together and watch some games. 'Cause yeah, it's fun. It's fun to, it's the World Cup, man. Atlanta's getting games at Mercedes-Benz. Nice, Golden Cassie. There you go. Got it. Yeah, so I was very misinformed. I thought it was like a West Coast thing. It's not. It's all over USA, Canada, and Mexico. That makes sense. And that would also explain why, and I guess, yeah, Cat, I mean, it's a FIFA thing, apparently, because only FIFA is allowed to, FIFA only allows you to, do their own sponsorship, which is like Adidas, and who's the other one? It's not Nike. It's like Adidas, and there's like one other brand, and if you're not one of those 2 brands, you can't subhud. You can't, you can't advertise. I don't know. FIFA's crazy, man. FIFA's intense. So that's why all the stadiums are not being called their normal names. They're going to be called, like I said, SoFi is Los Angeles Stadium, etc. Let's see. Arjunbist. Who's my football goat? I mean, it's hard to argue with, like, Pele, Messi, Ronaldo. Like, these are like the modern day, and I'm sure I'm missing some main ones in the recent past. I don't think Beckham could really be, in the same category as Messi and Ronaldo. Maybe. I don't know. mean, Beckham was great and everything. You know, no shade against Beckham. I don't know. I mean, modern day, it's Messi or Ronaldo, but fair enough, Kat. Fair enough. But yeah, I don't know. You know, I don't watch enough soccer to really have any kind of informed opinion, unfortunately. You know, so I don't know. I wish I knew. I was more into football, but I don't know. Hudzone asks, "Who's my dark horse or want to win?" Obviously, I want the USA to win, but we don't have a snowball's chance. I don't think. Like we never do. Outside of the USA, who would I want to see to win the World Cup? Yeah, it kind of comes down. I mean, countries that I like. I like England just because I have English friends and I like visiting England and I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Germany. I have relatives in Germany. I like Germany. Germany's beautiful. It's fun to visit Germany. You know, I root for Australia, but they're like the U.S. They don't have a snowball's chance. As those countries that I like, you know, I like the Dutch. I got no beef with the Dutch. France, I have mixed feelings about. Like I've met many wonderful French people. Trust me, I've met many wonderful French people. And my brother and I were attacked in a French subway in Paris. Now, that's no real whatever. Nice time here. What's up, buddy? No, I mean, you know, that could happen anywhere. But the French, there has been, you know, at times when I visited, a bit of a classic snootiness, if you will. So, yeah, I don't know. Probably not rooting for the French. No shade to the individuals. I know a lot of amazing, wonderful, sweet French humans. Just as a vibe. You know what I mean? It's a vibe. But I really don't know. I don't really. I mean, obviously, I want the USA to win, but you know, it's not gonna happen. So, I don't know. Brazil, the land of the Calpigian. But doesn't even know what Calpigian means. My Calpigian friend. Look it up. Curious if one of you can find out if I described you as my as a Calpigian friend, what that means. And Brazil would be known as being my Calpigian friends. Look it up. But I also had a great time in France. That's the thing. I mean, I had a rough time and a beautiful time. Like I've had wonderful experiences in France and some less great experiences in France. It's gives and take, yin and yang, you know. Hudzone, because of your channel, yeah, and Blackjack. I got roughly 30 people hooked on it as well. No real money, of course. Hudzone, that's hilarious. I'm glad that no real money is being. If there's anything that I hope my channel teaches you about blackjack, it is that you shouldn't gamble. The vast majority of the time, the player loses a ton of money. Sometimes you win. But, you know, I never stack the deck. I never preset anything. I just shuffle, cut the deck, and deal the cards. And I play basic strategy. The player just plays basic strategy. And usually you lose. Because that's blackjack. So if there's anything that my channel can teach people, it's that you shouldn't gamble. Unless you're just having fun. Oliver Furnival, what sports are your favorite to watch? No, I say that's why you shouldn't gamble. Exactly, Hudzone. Favorite sports is to watch our American football. I love American football. My wife and I have season tickets to the Rams, so we go do. Thanks, Arjun. I should probably do some more of the classics. Those were fun. Thanks, Tim Schiebeck. Vielen Dank. Tim Schiebeck. Or is it Schiebeck? But in German it'd be Schiebeck. Anyway, thanks. Appreciate it, buddy. Kylo, I love Italy. Italy's amazing. I'd love to go back. I've been all over Italy. Been to Torino, Florence, Rome, Venice, Milan, and Cinque Terre. And they're awesome. Big fan of Italy, man. Been all over Italy. Yeah, my favorite, the sport that we watch the most is definitely American football. My second favorite sport to watch, though, is rugby sevens. That is an amazing game. Rugby sevens is just awesome. 7 versus 7. 7 minutes on, 7 minutes and break, and then 7 more minutes. So the entire game is like 14 minutes long, and it is a wind sprint of ferocity, and it's just great. Dude, rugby sevens is just an incredible game. Yeah, I don't know why it's not more popular in America, because it's got such an American vibe to it. Like rugby, dude. I don't know why rugby is not more popular. It's an amazing game. If the Rams don't go to the Super Bowl, what do you think the reason would be? We don't have a good enough offense. I think our defense is going to be rock solid. We'll see if Matt Stafford can keep it together for one more year. He's getting kind of old. We'll see if Puka Nacua can stay healthy. We'll see if Puka Nacua can, we'll see if he can keep himself out of trouble. I mean, we should have a good team. Should. So I don't know. Problem is, football's a hard game, and staying healthy is very difficult. It's very easy to be injured. American football is a brutal sport. There's a reason they only play, 16 games? The American football season used to only be 10 games. Or like 13 games or something. Like, they've expanded 17. Thanks, Hudzone. Like, it used to be less. And then they added games like Thursday night and Monday Night Football. And they keep expanding the season. And the problem is, dude, it's a brutal sport. Gronkowski was joking on an interview the other day. What does the NFL stand for? Not for long. Like, if you're a player in the NFL, the average career in the NFL is only like 3 or 4 years or something. Like, that's average. And if you're a running back, 4 or 5 years, and you're just beat to hell, man. Some quarterbacks do longer, but it's a tough game. So that's the problem. Like any season, your star players can get taken out, blow out a knee, blow out a shoulder. I know, Kat. I mean, so many big injuries. Who knows? I mean, the Rams are going to be going in. We are a favorite, but just because you're a favorite does not mean that it will translate to going to the Super Bowl. It just doesn't. I wish it did, but it's a long season. It's a hard season. And a lot has to go right, which is what, again, you can love him or you can hate him. But Tom Brady, look, the man has 7 rings. The next closest is 4. Like, winning the Super Bowl 7 times is really mind-blowing. Like, I don't know when the next person, especially quarterback, to win 7 rings is going to happen, but it's going to be a minute. Like, you have to be a very special human to win 7 Super Bowls. And, I mean, oh, that's cool. You guys got A.J. Brown. I mean, he's getting old, though. We'll see what happens. Maybe he has another year in him. We'll see. That could be good. If he can stay healthy, Cat. That's the thing. Can he stay healthy? I know. Look, the Tom Brady thing. Love him, hate him. Like, he is the GOAT. Period. Full stop. Haters gonna hate. The man is the GOAT. Sorry. 7 rings. It's just, it is what it is. And he even won a ring after he left the Patriots and went to the Bucks, just to say F you to everybody who didn't believe. And it was like, oh, it's because of Belichick, oh, blah, blah, blah. He left the Patriots, went to Tampa Bay, and picked up another ring. And, I mean, that was just the nail in the coffin of just sealing greatness for all time. And for all intents and purposes, he could easily have an 8th ring. It's crazy, man. I mean, go watch that. There's an amazing documentary called Dynasty, all about the Patriots, and it's on Netflix. And it's a fascinating documentary. Even if you're not a football watcher, it's a great documentary. Highly recommend. If you're into like sports documentaries, check it out. Dynasty. It's all about the Patriots, and it's basically the story of Tom Brady. It's incredible. But yeah. But rugby. Will does ASMR. Rugby's super popular. I know, dude. By the way, what's up, Will? Good to have you with us, buddy. Oliver, love the rugby. England versus Scotland, the Six Nations, is one of the great world sporting occasions. Ruggers should be way more popular. Totally agree, Oliver. Ruggers should be more popular. Epic game. Thanks, Coaster Cruise. I appreciate it, buddy. Would have to say that rugby is harder. It's different. Rugby is different. I don't think there's any cheese down the tunnel of going, well, which one is like harder? Like American football or rugby? Like, who's better athletes? They're totally different games. And, one could definitely argue that maybe they should take away the pads and the helmets in the NFL. And there's an argument to be made for that. Because one thing that you'd get in the NFL is you get these dudes just running at each other head first at a full sprint who weigh between 200 and 300 pounds. And these guys are just monster humans. They're monsters. And they're running at each other at full speed. And, when one of these guys who's, a wide receiver, is 6'4" and 220 pounds, and, a corner who's also 6'3", 6'2", and 250 pounds, and that corner goes and smashes in to that wide receiver at a full sprint and takes him out. I mean, that is a mind-bending collision. And I'm not saying that rugby don't hit hard. They hit hard. But it's different in the NFL. And the pads kind of make it worse because you don't have that self-preservation. Like when you're wearing a helmet and pads, there's a real kind of like YOLO mentality in the NFL. It's really like YOLO, and I think rugby has more natural self-preservation because they don't wear pads. And I'm not saying that they don't get injured. I'm not saying that rugby players get the crap beat out of them. I've played rugby, not in junior high, but like a super fun game, great game. American football is just this is different. I think for watching rugby is better though. You know, the problem with American football is it's like American football is it's an explosion and then you reset, and then it's an explosion and then you reset, and every play is a carefully orchestrated set piece, and everybody knows what their job is, and they're running specific routes, and then you're calling audibles, and it is, you're setting up for one explosive moment, and then it stops, and then you reset for another explosive moment. It's like the NFL is more of a coach and a coordinator's medium. It's kind of like theater acting versus film acting. Film acting is a director's medium. The director is really in charge of the show and making the film a type of way. Okay? Actors are very important. You get a Meryl Streep and Anthony Hopkins, whatever, you get a great actor, and it makes a huge difference, a Javier Bardem, a Penelope Cruz, a Tom Cruise, okay? It makes a massive difference, and I'm not saying that actors in film are not important. They are. But when you're in a play, there's all this work up to the moment. You rehearse and you rehearse and you rehearse, and then the actors go live for 2 hours on a stage, and the director is done. The director goes, and their job is done. They've washed their hands of it. The show is now the actors, okay? And I think I nailed this as an analogy, actually. I'm kind of proud of myself. Football is kind of the same way. Football is play calling, coaching, offensive and defensive coordinators, and they're saying, okay, you are going to go do this, and it's like they're puppeteering. You do, okay? Next play, coach, okay, we're going to do blah, 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 blah. This play, do this. Talking to the quarterback on the mic, okay, we're going to do this play, and we're going to run this play here, and and they're coordinating back and forth, and the quarterback has the play thing on his wrist. He's looking at the plays. Okay, we're doing a round robin 71 cut, blah blah blah, whatever they name their play. We're doing a mountain back Led Zeppelin. Then everybody mountain back Led Zeppelin, whatever. So it's more like a director, whereas rugby is more like a play. There's all the coaching that happens, but once that whistle blows, the players do their thing. And yeah, they have set pieces and the players have, sort of a thing, but the game is like this big, long, fluid dynamic situation. There's very different games, great games. I love them both. Again, my second favorite game to watch is probably Rugby Sevens. But I have a love for American football. Can't help myself. Let's see the referees with rugby. I've never really watched enough to quite know what you mean, Boquito. I'm sure it's cool though. Hockey's another one. Hockey, great game to watch. Interesting, a wide receiver. Yeah, just Grim, the Valium. Something like that. I mean, you know, exactly. He says what they said on Twitch here is that he says, I heard a wide receiver say that rugby makes his body hurt the whole day and the whole day after. But getting tackled in the NFL feels like getting hit by a car at full speed. And I think that's kind of a good analogy, where it's like, you know, rugby is a brutally hard game. No one's going to say it's not. But the NFL is just, like, they're nuts. Like, those guys are psychopaths. You know, ice hockey, Arjun, field hockey. Pff, no shade to you field hockey players out there, but pff, ice hockey, bro. Come on. I played ice hockey. I played junior varsity and varsity ice hockey when I was in high school. Great game. Loved it. Miss it. Really fun game playing hockey. Really, really fun game. I used to watch tons of hockey. I don't know. I would quit watching hockey, man. It's weird. Great game. Super fun game. It's like rugby, but on the ice, you know? Super fast. Physical. Hockey's great. Yeah. Jack, what's up, bro? Fist bumps back at you, dog. Appreciate you, Jack. Thanks for being here, man. And then Julian Edelman or Travis Kelce. I can see Julian Edelman saying that. I don't see Travis Kelce as a rugby player. But he's a tight end. I can definitely see Julian Edelman playing rugby, just his build, because he's a little shorter. I can definitely see Julian Edelman saying that. Yeah, I can see him saying that. Yeah, much more than Travis Kelce. Nigel Owens, one of the best, was hilarious to watch. This is skinny 5'7" Welsh guy telling off these 6'2" 200 pound players like they're school kids. That's hilarious. I bet that's really fun to watch, Will. I bet that's hilarious. It's like, you can sit down and get off the field. Get off my field. It's like my height, 5'7". It's like some huge guy like, yeah, get off my field. I love it. The Spurs or the Knicks. You know, boy, neither. You know, I'm neither Texas nor New York. I'm Los Angeles, and like my home is Ohio, and so if like the Cavaliers were playing, I'd root for the Cavaliers, Cleveland Cavs. But I'm like the thing is, I'm like a default Laker fan now, because my wife's parents are like they're like from Venice Beach, like they're like third generation Venice Beach people, so they're huge Lakers fans. So I'm kind of like by default a Lakers fan, because I don't really do basketball. So I don't know, like I don't really have a dog in that fight. So I don't know. Knicks, I guess. I don't know. I love New York as a city. I guess it'd be fun to see the Knicks win, I think. I don't know. I don't really care. I should actually try to watch one of the games. I haven't even watched one of the games yet. I know, lame. And someone from from DFW, which is Dallas Fort Worth, for those that don't know. I'm still depressed about the Luka trade. Sorry, bro. But it's crazy. I am really I'm very out of touch in the land of basketball. Like, I couldn't tell you more than, geez Louise, man, a few players. Like, I am so not in touch with basketball these days. It's weird. I used to know like at least like the main guys. Well, the thing is, when I was a kid in the excuse me. I was a kid in like the late 80s and early 90s, and that was the era of Phil Jackson and the Chicago Bulls. And even as a kid in Beaver Creek, Ohio, so many of my friends were wearing Bulls jackets. And this is, this is literally the dawn of Air Jordans, like I was, 10, 11, 12 years old when Michael Jordan was peak Michael Jordan. And it was, Jordan, Pippen, Dennis Rodman, Tony Kukoc, and then like all those other guys around that time, Julius Erving, Magic Johnson, the whole dream team. Kobe was like a young part of that whole thing. And like, I remember that era of basketball the most, but like right now, I'm like really out of touch in the land of basketball. It's weird. Yeah, I'm woefully out of touch. So, oh well. Dude, seriously, Nadine, like, and Dwayne Johnson never even played in the NFL. Although he's built like he played Canadian football. He is built like an NFL player, and yeah, no, dude, when people don't realize how big professional athletes, especially basketball and football players, are. When I was working in Beverly Hills at Frida, I think it was the Toronto Raptors came in. Like 4 or 5 of the guys from the Toronto Raptors came in, and one of the guys of that crew was Steve Nash. So some of you may remember Steve Nash, Canadian point guard, white guy. And Steve Nash always looked relatively small on TV. Steve Nash in person was huge. like shockingly big. And I forget who else was with him. A couple other, like I said, like 3 other guys. And they're just like monsters. They're just like, good God. Like, they're not built like normal people. And yet you see them on TV and you're like, they look normal. And the same in the NFL. It's like, these guys that look little in the NFL are still huge. Like, it's weird. Yeah. Like, those guys are super athletes. Just mega super athletes. It's crazy, man. And cricket in the Olympics. Nice, Oliver. The Mount Rushmore of cigars. Well, let me tell you. After a certain point, they all taste really similar. So, like, I just had a couple of really good cigars with my dad. And somebody asked, what's the Mount Rushmore of cigars? Like, after a certain point, they're all pretty good. Partagas is really good. A good Romeo y Julieta is really nice. What did I just have? It's called like a Vintage 21 with my dad. Very nice stick. But the brand from Turkey, what's up? Jigadras. The brand that has really impressed me lately is Diesel. Diesel cigars are not that expensive, and they're very nice. What I love about them is they're smooth draw, clean burn. So, yeah, if I'm going to spend my own money on a stick, I'm probably going to go out and buy a Diesel. They're just really good, consistent, and a smooth draw. They don't go out. You're not like sucking on them. They're just nice. So yeah, shout out to Diesel Cigars. No brand affiliation. You're welcome, Diesel. They're great. CAOs are really nice too. CAO makes a really good stick. But yeah, my favorites right now are probably Diesels. They're amazing value, and like I said, anything in that range when you get like above $5 plus a stick, they taste different, but they're all none of them suck. You know what I mean? None of them are like, bleh. Like they're all good. You know. And Oliver, are people looking forward to the Olympics? I think so. There's a lot of talk about getting LA ready for the Olympics. There's a lot to be done yet. I'm very curious. We're in the middle of an election right now for a new mayor. So we use Segata as Higata for weed. That's hilarious. The Olympics, LA, we're in the middle of a mayoral election right now. And it's Karen Bass, the current mayor, versus Spencer Pratt, who's a bit of a Republican, versus this gal, Raman Sithia. I forget her first name. Something Raman. Sithia Raman. And LA is a beautiful city. I've lived here for over 20 years, 21 years now, and I don't think it's well managed right now. When I came here in 2005, it was probably nicer in many ways. For example, Venice Beach. Now, take everything what I'm saying with a grain of salt. This is anecdotal, okay? Anecdotal is not necessarily reality, okay? This is my own personal anecdote of living in Los Angeles, and specifically living on the west side, okay? I lived in Venice Beach. No, I didn't live in Venice Beach. I lived in Mar Vista, but I was right next to Venice Beach. So I lived in Mar Vista, Marina del Rey, and Mar Vista again, I guess, technically. So yeah, technically I was in Mar Vista, but right by Venice and Santa Monica. Then I lived in Marina del Rey, and then I lived in Mar Vista again, and then we bought a house in the Inglewood area, okay? And my experience is that it's gotten better and worse. The homeless thing is weird. Like, it used to be, for example, like Venice Beach. Venice Beach always had homeless, okay? It's Venice Beach, right? Venice Beach was always a little funky, okay? It's always been a little funky. Now, in fairness, in, like, the 90s, when they made the movie American History X, like, yeah, Venice Beach in the 90s was rough. Like, it was pretty rough. A lot of racism, a lot of gang violence. But by the mid-2000s, there were still pockets of it, but, like, it was a lot cleaner, a lot friendlier. Still funky, you know? Venice Beach still was, like, had a little stank on it. But the homeless people, a lot of them were kind of funny. It was like, you know, you'd go along the boardwalk and somebody would have a sign up saying, you know, need money for weed, you know, and it was like cheeky. This is back when weed was very illegal. Now weed is totally legal, but at the time, you know, it was just kind of cheeky, you know, like homeless people. They lived there. They were there, but like, you know, they had like their own like little turf things, but it wasn't. I don't know. Nowadays, it feels more violent, and even like when I used to go to the Santa Monica rings all the time, and I'd bring my guitar, and I'd leave my guitar in the sand and go to the rings, and I'd go over to do the acro green, and it was a nice guitar, and I would leave it in the sand, and nothing ever happened to it. Like years I did this, and nothing ever happened to it. And then what I understand is they made a new metro line that basically went from downtown to Santa Monica, a train line, and that did a weird thing. That kind of like bussed in the downtown homeless to the beach, and the downtown homeless were much more aggressive. And right around the time that Megan and I like left the beach, we bought a house back in 2017, and right around that time, so almost 9 years ago now, the homeless situation in Santa Monica got much worse. Like, people at the beach were like, dude, my stuff getting stolen. Like frequently reporting stuff getting stolen. And that wasn't the case when I was there from like 2009 to 2016. Like, I don't know, it was more laid back. It felt a little safer, you know? I don't know. It's anecdotal, but I feel like it's kind of gone a little downhill. So I don't know what is going to happen with the Olympics and like the whole, we have, LA's got a homeless problem, man. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. We had this huge fire in the Palisades. No construction's happened. You know, that's under Karen Bass as the mayor. Like, not no construction, but like very little. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know. California's a gorgeous state, though. It's like, it's so pretty over here. It's so beautiful. I remember when I came here, and I was just like, dude, this is home. Like, I remember, you know, moving to LA and feeling like, yeah, this is for me, man. Because I grew up in Ohio, in the Midwest, in the cold, and I was like, dude, I am into like this California sun, and like, I was like, yeah, this is for me, man. So I don't know. We'll see. I think, you know, LA is definitely planning for the Olympics. It's has some big plans. Will it be done in time? I don't know. The current administration does not occur to me as being overly efficient. So I don't know. Will it be done in time? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. But anyway, sorry, the weird sidebar, the weird tangent I took. So cool that you're got homie watch from Istanbul. It's so cool, man. Shout out to Turkey, dude. What's up, Istanbul? I heard Istanbul is a beautiful city. I would love to go visit someday. I want to try that Turkish coffee. I've watched them make it, and it's like that weird, like that hot sand thing, and like the cup just like kind of like magically keeps like filling up. It's like, how is this happening? Like they rub the cup through the sand, and like the cup keeps filling up, and they pour some out, and then like the cup fills up more, and they pour it out. I'm like, how is this magical cup just making more coffee? And just your average guy. Jesus loves you. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you speak for Jesus. Wheat Stalker. I was at a casino last week for a couple of nights. I played a lot of electronic blackjack while smoking cigars. I was tripping aside. I'm just gonna go Wheat Stalker. Electronic blackjack. Nah, you gotta play the table, bro. Play the table. Table's where it's at. Electronic is okay. You're too scared. No, man. I get it. I get it. Wheat Stalker. You know. That's why I'm gonna teach my daughter blackjack, so that obviously to work on her math, or as the British say, your maths. Weird plural. Work on her maths. And then she can hustle all of her friends and be like that cool hot chick who like all the boys are like super into. She's all like, psh, whatever, dog, get in line, let me take your money first. Your maths are lacking. I see, Wheat Stalker. Well, blackjack is a good way to practice. I'm not gonna lie. It's helped me. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. Just doing blackjack videos all the time and like counting the cards, I make way fewer mistakes than I did back in the beginning. Back in the day, I would often like throughout a video make several mistakes, and every now and again I make a mistake still. Don't get me wrong. I still make a boo-boo here and there. But I make fewer boo-boos than I used to, for sure. German chocolate cake coffee. That sounds awfully rich. And a wonderful coffee overall. Listen, Nadine, I'm sure it's delicious. I like Germany. I want to go back to Germany. I like Germans. Y'all are fun people. Germans get a weird reputation, but y'all are fun people, man. I like the Germans. You guys are great. Let's see. Spitfire Ishii. Year 10, 9th grade. And I have my mock exams in 2 weeks. Any advice for big exams? Well, yeah, one of the, my bad, what are you talking about, Nadine? I'm sure it's delicious. Yeah, good tip for testing. Number 1, be prepared. Don't wait till the last minute, which sounds like Spitfire. That is not in the cards for you. You've waited till the last minute, it seems like. 2, get really good sleep. Make sure you're well rested before an exam. If you get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep, you absolutely 100% will do worse. Period. Full stop. Like the test results are in. If you are not well rested and hydrated, your brain does not function as well, and you will not do as well. How do you get good sleep? I'm glad you asked. That means getting exercise. So you need to get up in the morning, get outside, get some vitamin D, take a walk, get some sun on your skin, try to go to bed at the same time every night, give or take. Try to wake up at the same time every day, give or take. Don't, try to avoid, the huge swings. Try to avoid, like, on Saturday and Sunday you sleep in until 11 a.m. and then during the weekday you're up at 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. or whatever. That kind of like messes with your sleep cycle. So try to be on a regular sleep cycle to the best of your ability, at least during exam week. To the best of your ability. Hydration. Avoid alcohol. Be rested and study. Those are the things you can do. Cramming does work. But it'd be silly to pretend that cramming doesn't work. We've all done it. I've crammed. Everybody's crammed. You don't really learn the material. It only logs it into your short-term memory. So you'll only have that information for a week at best, maybe 2 weeks, and then it'll be gone, but that might not matter. So cramming does work. Just the main thing, other than knowing your material, is being well rested, being hydrated, and try to be relaxed. The other thing that kills people is stress. So if you're nervous and being relaxed, it's weird how much more efficiently your brain works when you're relaxed versus when you're stressed. Now, it's easy to say, you know what you should do? You need to be relaxed. Has never helped anybody relax. I get that. So you need to have systems in place that allow you to be relaxed. Being relaxed is a goal, and you want to focus on systems, not goals. Like, your goal is to be healthy and wealthy. Great, congratulations. But what are your systems to do that? What are your daily habits in order to achieve that? So you want to be, it's kind of a Scott Adams, a famous kind of Scott Adams thing. And exactly, calm down. Always works. You should definitely tell, if you're all you men out there, definitely tell your girlfriends when they get upset, you need to calm down. It works great. It's right up there with reminding them that they're acting like their mother. Really effective. Remind them how they're acting like their mother and that they need to calm down. Very powerful communication. Works almost every time. Like 20% of the time, it works 100% of the time. Maybe 5% of the time, it works 100% of the time. Yeah. But, focus on systems, not goals. So what are your habits that are going to get you, that allow you to be relaxed? But that's about it, There's this, it's funny, there's this guy named Brian Johnson, and he's been on this real kick the last, decade. Cheers. Well, thanks, Mateo. I hope it works, man. Good luck. Fake it till you make it, Rocco, was not a joke. You can definitely faking it till you make it. It actually does work to fake it till you make it. Go watch some of my meditations. There you go. But yeah, dispensing advice is funny. It's like, you might do it, you might not. You probably won't listen to it. You're probably gonna, whatever I say, just go do whatever you're gonna do anyway, which is fine. And do your exams really matter that much? Probably not. I mean, here's the reality too, and especially nowadays. Thank you, Spitfire. Exactly. Just listen to me. Just relax. Let my calming energy just wash over you to relax you. I'm not a massive fan of the peak lapels. I'm just more of a classic man. I really think that that a suit, I think they kind of nailed it, like back in the day. I like timeless. Some of the Harvey Specter suits, some of them are great. I love some of them. But some where it's like over the top. And it's like, like lawyers can kind of pull off like gaudy suits like that a little more than normal people. But there's also no rules. Like, so my dad was like in business, okay? And the thing about being like in business is you don't want to stand out at all. You really want to just like look like everybody else and just kind of like look like the normal, like look like a businessman, wear a blue suit and a red tie, and just look like a businessman. Mr. IBM, and that's boring, So I don't know. If you like it, rock it, Gabriel. I mean, if you the thing is, if you like it and you own it, who am I to say, bro? The only thing I really don't like are suits that are too skinny. Which Bond wore it best? Ooh, tough call. I do like Daniel Craig. It was borderline too skinny, but I think he actually pulled it off. It wasn't too skinny. But Daniel Craig was right on the cusp of being too skinny, but I still liked the way he looked. Pierce Brosnan was a classy looking Bond. And Sean, they're honestly, all of them look good. Boy, they all looked good. They're a bad looking James Bond. Because they all wore their suits well. All of them did. So yeah, I don't know which Bond wore it best. That's a tough call. I mean, they're like, James Bond is just a great example of like how men should wear their suits, if you asked me. Daniel Craig was obviously like the most buff of the Bonds. But I think he looked great. I really liked the cut of his suits. I thought he looked amazing in all of the movies, honestly. Almost too skinny, but he pulled it off. So, yeah, I don't know. But Pierce Brosnan always looked really sharp. Yeah. Probably those two for me. But all the James Bonds, honestly, wore a suit really, really well. Favorite movie franchises? The Incredibles. Darling. Obviously, The Incredibles with Edna Mode. I'm very excited to see what The Incredibles 3 will bring to the big screen. However, I am also a little bit nervous about The Incredibles 3 because numbers 1 and 2 was so good, darling, that if they ruin number 3, I will be very upset. Sean, I don't know what that means. Rectangular plaques for blackjack sessions. Da Vinci poker blackjack plaques of many colors. Do you mean chips? Rectangular chips? Is that what you're talking about? Honestly, not sure. The Moonraker laser. The Kingsman movies also spit fire. Those were good too. Colin Firth, underrated. Man he knows how to wear a good suit. Yeah, The Kingsman, very well done. Yeah, those are good. Yeah. I like a favorite movie franchises, like early. It's not quite a movie franchise, but it might as well be. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch are just masterpieces. Like, they're not related necessarily, but they might as well be related. Early Guy Ritchie films are just, the best. I love Lock, Stock, and Snatch. What other movie franchises do I love? Not a lot. I like a lot of individual movies, not a lot of franchises. Like, all the Marvel movies are pretty forgettable, other than, like, Iron Man 1. Iron Man 1 and 2 are pretty good. But most of the Marvel stuff is very forgettable. Star Wars is okay. I'm not like a huge Star Wars junkie, you know? It's okay. I like The Gentleman more than Rock and Rolla. I thought Rock and Rolla was okay. I should probably rewatch it. I haven't seen Rock and Rolla in a long time. I should probably rewatch it. I enjoyed The Gentleman a lot, though. I'm going to see a film. It's a combination of three, honestly. I mean, it's director, actors, and story. Like, I won't go see a movie just because of a director, but it helps a lot. Like, it helps a lot. And same with a great actor. Like I love Brad Pitt movies. I love Matt Damon movies. I love Edward Norton movies. Especially back in the day. Actors, so the actor matters. There are some actors where I'm like, I will watch that actor just because they're so good. I guess, yeah. Yeah, I guess for me, actor number one. And then, is it number one though? Because actors make duds, but it does help a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I do have actors where I'm like if Will Ferrell's in a movie, I'm probably gonna enjoy it, you know? Same with like Mark Wahlberg. If Mark Wahlberg is in a movie, it's usually pretty good, man. Mark Wahlberg has a lot of bangers. Adam Sandler movies are great. You just feel good when you're done watching them. I love me Adam Sandler movies. So yeah, I guess I'm kind of actor forward when it comes to movies. Good question, Hudzone. Oh, thanks, Golden Cassie. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed the singing. You and like 5 other people. Appreciate you, Golden. You have a wonderful evening. You take care. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Will I do Edna Mode Chess Part 5? I probably max. I'm going to do more Edna Mode chess lessons. People seem to like those. Why's he got a tea cozy on his head? It's a Snatch reference. Dimitri, I know the Joker told me to say hello. Thank you, Sean. Burn After Reading. Dude, great movie. I haven't seen that movie in a long time, but I remember I really enjoyed it. Dimitri, you like Dimitri? Yeah, he's fun to play. Click is your favorite feel-good. I don't know if I've actually seen Click, ironically. Hey, Discord Kate. I'm not sure if I've actually seen Click. But they're great, you know. Like most again, Adam Sandler movies are great. love a lot of, I love School of Rock and Kung Fu Panda. Those are great movies, man. But yeah, Mark Wahlberg's underrated. But I love, Brad Pitt, great. I don't know, I used to like a lot of movies. Denzel, heavier, but definitely have enjoyed a lot of Denzel movies. Training Day, Man on Fire. Like, why are they remaking Man on Fire? I don't know why they're remaking it, but it's like, dude, Denzel, like, crushed that role. Like my old acting coach, he had a term he would call it and there are some roles where the actor just peed on it, and whoever comes after them is not going to be as good. It's like Dustin Hoffman in The Graduate. Like he peed on that, dude. Anybody who comes along and tries to play The Graduate is just not going to be Dustin Hoffman, Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter. Like, if anybody, Heath Ledger's Joker, if anybody tries to come and be Hannibal Lecter, it's like, dude, Anthony Hopkins peed on that, man. Like, you can't touch it. It's like, that is his. Jack Nicholson is that way in a lot of ways. Like, yeah, it's like, you can see some people like playing other things, but some actors where it's just like they just nail a role. It's like, good luck, bro. Yeah, you can't touch that after that. But yeah, it is funny how many like movies a lot of the young people these days have not seen. A lot of like 90s classics, like great films that so many young people have not seen. And I have to, I'm guilty of like, there's a lot of 1970s and 80s film that I've seen a lot of it, but there's a lot of classic films in like the 70s and stuff that I haven't seen. So I guess I'm guilty of it too. Who isn't, right? I agree, Kat. Most remakes are not as good as the OGs. Every now and then one's better, but that's the exception, not the rule. Yeah, Stallone and Rocky. Well, that was his baby, like, dude. Stallone is Rocky, and it's legendary, Yeah, what a story. Sold his dog. The story of Stallone is crazy. Which remake is better? Well, the problem is I never saw I've never watched, I don't think, the original Italian Job. I liked the remake with Wahlberg. I don't think I ever saw the original Gone in 60 Seconds, but I really liked the Nicolas Cage remake. So those are like two car movies. What other remakes did I know? Thomas Crown Affair was a really good remake with Pierce Brosnan and oh my god, I'm blanking on her. I can see her face. She was in so many movies there for a while, and she kind of stopped. It was weird. Because she was in Thomas Crown Affair and Tin Cup. And then she was in Get Shorty. Why am I blanking? Rene Russo. Yeah. Was it Thomas Crown Affair? Great remake. What other great remakes? I think Seven Samurai is better than The Magnificent Seven. So I think Kurosawa, his original Seven Samurai was better than The Magnificent Seven. Revenge of the Nerds. Those were funny though. They were silly, but they were funny. I liked early Kevin Spacey. You know, Mallrats was great, and Clerks and Mallrats and stuff. Such. I'll probably play a song here in a little bit. Milu from Sweden. It's our national day. Oh, nice. Milo or Milu. It's lovely to have you here, my friend. Thanks for hanging out and saying hello from all the way up in the cold north of Sweden. Yeah. I'm trying to think, what other remakes have there been, gang? Give me, what other remakes have there been out there? I listed a couple there. What other remakes have there been? And I'll tell you if they're better or worse than the original. What other remakes do we have? Help me out. What other remakes? I'm trying to think, because I like film. I like film a lot. I like movies. It's funny, the movie that I watched recently again is Ex Machina and Aladdin. Ew. No. Yeah, horrible. No. That's again like Robin Williams. That's a great example. He peed on that role. Like, nobody can be the genie other than Robin Williams. You know what I mean? Like, he made that movie work. You know? No, 100%. No, but I'm just telling you, like remake, not worth watching. The recent remake of Snow White, I hear, is terrible. I'm not gonna watch. Maybe I don't want to watch it. It's like, why? It's like, dude, it was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, man. Like, these Disney stuff. Ugh. Star Wars is just terrible. Redoing Star Wars, gross. Toto, Kostic von Deutschland. Lovely to have you with us. But yeah, no, Aladdin, you. Even like The Lion King, like, why remake it? Just go watch the original. You know what I mean? Go watch the original, man. I don't know. It's not even that old. I know, Gabriel Benjamin. I was obsessed with Dead Poets Society when I was in my early teen years. I mean, that movie came out, and it was a little before my time, but I was like 13 or 14, not long after it came out. Or maybe, what year did that come out? What year was Dead Poet Society? Thanks for the following, stuff. Remake of Ben-Hur, yeah. Willy Wonka, exactly. Good one, Kate. Yeah, dude. Like, Gene Wilder, again. Another, okay. The Producers, dude, please go watch the original Producers with Gene Wilder. It's so much better than Nathan Lane and Matthew Broderick. So much better. Go watch the original Producers. You'll thank me. 89. Wow, Hudzone. Dead Poet Society. So I was 9 years old when it came out. But I remember watching it like 5 years later when I was like 14, like a sophomore in high school or 15, and just being like, oh my God, this movie speaks to me. Everything about this movie speaks to me. I was obsessed with Dead Poet Society. I can still even, I can even quote the opening poem, which is not, it's not actually from Walden. It is from Thoreau, and it's a mashup, but this is actually not directly from Walden. And it goes, I went into the woods because I wanted to live deliberately, to live deeply and suck out the marrow of life, to put to rout all that was not life, and not when I had come to die, discover I had not lived. Like, I I memorized that. I was so into it, man. Like, oh my god. And Robin Williams and young Ethan Hawke and Robert Sean Leonard, and like, what a cast. Oh man, what a cast. So good. So good. God of War coming out. No, the last one was really good, Spitfire. Interesting. New God of War, huh? Thanks, Linda. The old shushing. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Oh, I know. Bro. Bawling at the end of that movie. Captain, my Captain. Oh, jeez. Jeez Louise. I loved coming-of-age movies. Especially when I was coming of age. They just hit a chord to me, man. And I was back with that boy when I was 16. I was a romantic. I was such a tortured romantic. I was very much into, poetry and, like, my feelings and emotion, and, like, I wanted to be, I just wanted to be, like, cool, romantic, James Dean-looking, collar up, like, tortured artist, you know. I wanted to be all, like, broody and, like, cool and sexy, and, like, have women want to sleep with me because I was so cool and dark and broody. It did not work. I got laid. I don't know. I got laid a couple times. It did not work. I had like my dark poetry phase. That was like my thing. I guess it kind of worked. It's not who I am now. But, yeah. Weird. I don't know. Maybe God, have I seen the original God of War then? Kratos' wife after the new one follows Kratos' wife after her death, I think. Boy, Gabriel, I don't know. I was thinking, maybe Gods of War. I was thinking about that movie with Jonah. Where they're like, he's like the arms dealer. Maybe I'm not even thinking of the movie you're thinking of. Could be a totally different movie. Favorite coming of age movies or books? Dead Poet Society. Siddhartha. Love Siddhartha. Highly recommend. What other great coming of age movies? Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Although that one, boy. Oh, I was thinking War Dogs. That's the movie I was thinking of. I don't think I've ever seen Gods of War. I was thinking War Dogs. Do the math, Milou. I was 9 years old in 1980. I was 9 years old when Dead Poet Society came out. What else? I loved coming of age movies though when I was a kid. But definitely Dead Poet Society was like my favorite. Yeah. I don't have to think about that. Hey Jeremiah, feel my rhythm. Feel the rhythm. Feel the ride. Feel the rhythm. Feel the ride. My first time, I am moving out of my parents' place. Any tips? How old are you? Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhythm. How old are you? Main first advice. Moving out. Main first advice, I would say, be very mindful of your credit cards. Don't go into debt. Okay, credit card debt is a murderer. You're 20, perfect. So avoid going to any kind of credit card debt. Only spend the money that you have. Try to, have a, I'm giving it to you, Afnan Mabashi. You're studying economics. Oh, perfect. Great. This is right up your alley then. So the things that I learned about, when I moved out when I was 18, what advice? I don't know, man. Don't go into credit card debt. That's big. I don't know. You're gonna have to the thing is, it's like, you're gonna have to, find your own road, rhythm, You're gonna have to plant your own flag. Have fun. Make your place yours. I've always been very big into my vibe. So don't be afraid to, get some furniture that you like. Put some art on your walls that inspires you. Learn how to cook. Saves you a ton of money. Chicks like it. I assume you're a dude. Not many women would go by the name Feel the Rhythm. Feel my rhythm, but I guess you could. But I'm assuming you're a dude. Learn how to cook. Chicks like that. And it saves you a ton of money. Taking a chick out on a date is very expensive. And being able to invite her over and you actually cooking a delicious, nutritious meal got me laid more than once. For sure. And it's fun. It saves you money, and it's a good way to get to know somebody anyway. So yeah, learn how to cook. What else? Don't go into debt. It's on your bucket list. Well, here's the thing, Feel the Rhythm. Watch YouTube. You can learn anything by watching YouTube. Find a few dishes that you enjoy making. Learn how to make a sauce. Learn how to make a fish. Learn how to make a pasta. Learn how to make dessert. Learn how to, dessert. Learn how to make a dessert or two. That one will really slay. Trust me. At the end of a meal, if you bust out like some kind of good dessert, let's just say it can really help set the mood you're looking to set. If you know what I mean. I think you do. What else? Yeah, learn how to cook. And that saves you so much money, dude. Like the other day, for example, meat right now, I'm sure you're all very, very well aware, is really expensive, okay? I was at Costco a couple weeks ago, and I bought four New York strips. I love New York strip. It's a great cut of meat, okay? At Costco, mind you, okay? 4 New York strips was like $80 frickin', okay? $80, all right? And I was like, oh my God, that's expensive. And it is. But let me break this down to you. Each one of those steaks is big enough for my wife, and that's 2 meals per steak, okay? So at $20 total per steak, which is still a lot of money. I'm not saying $20 is not a lot of money. It is. But compare that to going out. If my wife and I order frickin' Mexican tacos to come to our house, okay, after the tip and the delivery, we're easily looking at $38, $36 to $38, call it $40, Okay, let's just round up and call it $40 to have DoorDash, okay, deliver tacos to our house. $40. Okay, $20 each. For half that price, I can make an amazing New York strip with a delicious salad or potatoes, baked potatoes or fingerling potatoes or mashed potatoes, some kind of a side dish. If I want to get fancy, I can do like a garlic bread or like a freaking, whatever, asparagus if you want to get fun. I can do that for roughly half the cost of cheap DoorDash. Okay? Cheap DoorDash. So that's my point about like learning how to cook. Even buying freaking expensive meat, New York steak, like delicious meat, is still half the cost of going out. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the thing. So it's like if you learn how to cook, you can not only feed yourself like delicious, nutritious meals, but you're gonna save money even if you're eating fancy. If you're cooking your own food, at home, making your own stuff, buying avocado, tomato, onion, garlic, like, just basic stuff, and you're making your own food. Like, and again, like, dude, those steak tacos I made the other day, I posted them on Instagram. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Those were so good. I did the New York strip steak. Okay. I cook all my steak now in cast iron. It comes out amazing. Like 2 minutes, only salt and pepper. Here's the key about cooking steak, all right? If you're going to cook steak, it's easy, but it's easy to mess it up, all right? It takes a little prep, okay? Number one, you can even freeze it. It's okay to freeze steak. The key is when you're ready to cook it, it has to be slowly unthawed to room temperature, okay? I've made the mistake. I've tried to quickly unthaw my steak by putting it in like a Ziploc bag and putting it in warm water to unthaw it in warm water. Not good, man. And it came out chewy. It just doesn't have it loses something in the texture. It doesn't work. Unthaw it slowly. Just leave it out on the counter for 3 hours, okay? But just let it unthaw slow. And once it's come to room, almost cool to the touch, but basically room temperature, okay? Lot of salt, lot of pepper. Don't be stingy, okay? Both sides. Lot of salt, lot of pepper. Don't be afraid to I like almost a pepper crust on my steak because it doesn't stay on there, all right? And don't be afraid of the salt, all right? And then get your cast iron pan. Get it hot. Get it really hot, okay? Put in a chunk of butter. Don't be stingy with the butter. Take a dollop of butter, all right? Like a big tablespoon of butter. Put that in the hot pan, and then you're basically gonna kind of fry the steak in butter, all right? About 2 minutes aside. And I don't cook my steaks thick. I buy these 1 inch thick or 2 inch thick steaks. It's 2 inches. I buy these 2 inch thick steaks at Costco, and I cut them in half. All right, so I have 2 1 inch steaks. Like I said, lots of salt, lots of pepper. I have a 14 inch cast iron pan. You need a big skillet, 14-inch. You don't need that size, but I like cooking in a big cast iron. Get it really hot. Get the butter in so it's sizzling, sizzling, sizzling. Put your steak in. It's 2 minutes. Tilt that pan. Let the butter like hit that fat on the side. Let that butter spoon a little of that butter on top of your steak. 2 minutes. Flip it. You're gonna have a nice crust. Turn the heat down. All right, because it's gonna be too smoky otherwise. You don't want to smoke out your house. So you're gonna hit it really hot. As soon as the steak hits the pan, you can turn down the heat a little bit. All right, you don't want to like smoke out the place too much, but you want to get some of that sear, that crust. Okay, you want to sear it. All right, and then you flip it over. 2 more minutes. That's it. Okay, and my chef taught me a good trick. When you're cooking steak, touch it with your fork or your tongs or whatever. You want it to feel like this part of your hand, the meaty part of your palm right here. So if it feels like squishy like this, where it's firm but like that, that's medium rare, okay? So you want your steak to feel, when you press it, you want it to feel like this part of your palm right there. And that has been, my chef taught me that from when I worked at Palmia, and she nailed it. She was completely right. I've used that advice ever since, and yeah, feel your steak, and it should feel like the fleshy part of your thumb, your palm right there, and that's medium rare, okay? And then take it off the heat and let it rest on a wooden cutting board for 2 minutes, okay? Let it rest. And that's it. When you cut into that, it should be juicy, beautiful, tender, magical. So yeah, and that meal is so healthy. It's so good for you. Pair that with a salad. And I like making it really simple dressing. Really simple dressing with, of course I've set up my smoke alarm. Who hasn't? Olive oil. 2 parts olive oil. I like a tangy dressing. So if you like tang, this is for you. 2 parts olive oil. 1 part balsamic vinegar. 1 part honey, 1 part, like a half part honey, and 1 part Dijon mustard. So I make my own honey mustard dressing. 2 parts olive oil. Not 1 part balsamic. You don't need that much. Just like 2 parts olive oil and like a half part of everything else. Olive oil is your base, and then so if like it's like if like for several people, if you like 1 cup of olive oil, it would be like 1/8 of a cup of balsamic. Yeah, I had like 1 cup of olive oil for like 4 people. 1 cup of olive oil. I do like 1/8 of a cup balsamic, 1/8 of a cup, give or take, mustard, and honey. Probably even less honey than that. But boy, it's so good, dudes. It's so good. Make that. Do yourself a favor. It's so good. Tyler says, I learned to cook with the intent of feeding a possible girlfriend. Now I'm just single and feeding myself some great meals. Still worth it. Nice, Tyler. Heck yeah, bro. You'll have that skill forever. Sean, you live in Omaha, Nebraska, which is home of the concession prices. So, buying them cheaper. Absolutely, Sean. Really, exactly, yeah. Afnan, thanks, Afnan. Me talking about steak. Listen, I love me a good steak. Brandon, last stream, someone asked about buying a suit. We got a video about that, so maybe there's a cooking one on the horizon. This is how you cook a steak. Yeah. God, cooking ASMR is tough. I don't know. I've tried doing cooking ASMR. It's not my forte. Maybe I just need to get like different mics or something. Get like some Rode mics. There's some like little clip-on like lav mics. Those lav Rode mics. So as I'm just cooking, you just have those as like my ASMR sounds. And just do like the mise en place of here's how you make a sound. Oh, Oh, that's what I was going to tell you, remind you guys. So, you take that steak, put that in a tortilla with frickin' guacamole, pico de gallo. Again, it's so easy to make guacamole and pico de gallo, alright? They're basically the exact same thing, FYI. Guacamole is pico de gallo, but you just have less tomato and you add avocado. Chop some tomatoes. Chop some onion. Cilantro if you like it. You don't need it, but if you like cilantro, add cilantro. Okay. I like jalapeno. I chop up some pickled jalapeno. Put that in there with your avocado, salt, lime. Put that in your taco. Put a little bit of pico on there. Tomato, onion, salt, lime, cilantro if you like it. That's it. Delicious. So good. So good. Okay? Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. A little sour cream. A little hot sauce on the top. Come on now. Come on now. That's what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, Wheat Stalker, like, once you learn how to cook a few things that you like, it's so good. You know, it's so cool, because it's like, and some people really get it. I'm not a good chef by any means. I don't make a ton of things. You can't have guac. Boo. I'm sorry, cat. That's very sad. I love guacamole. I love avocado. Yeah, cooking's great. It's so, it's so nice to have food that you enjoy, that you've made. And I'm a big fan of, batch cooking. Like, I make an amazing chili. I make an amazing sauce, tomato sauce. And when I make my tomato sauce, it's like, I make a pot of tomato sauce. Like, I make it feeds Megan and me for like a week and a half. That's eating pasta like 3 or 4 nights a week. But it's so good. And it gets better in the refrigerator. That's what's cool about sauces. The cool thing about sauces is that, like, they're good the first night, but then you let them like just sit in the fridge for a couple of days, and like by the second, third day, they're even better, man. Like, dude, yeah, I love batch cooking. It's fantastic. The chef gives you cooking tips for roleplay. Oh yeah, another bartending. I haven't done a bartending video in forever. Maybe I'll do another one of those someday. I haven't made a bartending. I bet I could do one. And even if I remake a lot of the cocktails, it's worth doing again. It's worth doing again because, you know, they're classics. Okay, you know, everybody needs to know how to make. Everybody needs to know how to make an old-fashioned. You need to know how to make a margarita. You should know how to make a mojito. They're delicious. You should know how to make a Tom Collins. Tom Collins is phenomenal. You should know how to make a Moscow Mule. It's really easy. Delicious. You should know how to make a Kentucky Mule. Same thing, just with bourbon. You should know how to make, what else? Martinis are easy. You know, I'm not a huge martini drinker, but you should know how to make a martini, you know? Yeah. Shirley Temple and pina coladas. Well, Shirley Temple is just Sprite and grenadine, so gross. It's just sweet. They're not gross. I said they're delicious. They're just sweet. Pina coladas are great. Rum, pineapple juice, light rum, dark rum, coconut. It's an amazing drink. They're tasty as heck. Do I make my own salsas? I guess if you consider pico de gallo salsa, you know. I make my own salsa. I have some in the refrigerator right now. It's delicious. Now, I used to have the Real Zombie Pro Man. I was a bartender for 10 years. I bartended for many years in LA. And my last place I worked at, it was like a mixology bar, so I learned how to make like a lot of like cucumber and jalapeno and like, yeah, cucumber jalapeno cocktails and raspberry serrano cilantro and mango this and like smoky that and like the other thing, dude, mezcal margaritas. Throw a jalapeno in there, muddle up a jalapeno with a mezcal, make a margarita out of that. Get that smoky with the mezcal and the heat of the jalapeno. Oh, stop it. Stop it. You're making me thirsty right now. Come on, son. Come on now. Oh my God, it's so good. So good. Haven't had a drink in 6 months. Solidarity. Pregnant wife. Solidarity. Boring. No, I'm kidding. But I'm looking forward to making a cocktail or two again. I miss it. I miss beer. I miss wine. I like cocktails. I miss making cocktails. Looking forward to it again. She is too. She's like, dude, when this baby comes out, like, yes, I'll make you a mojito. Don't you worry. I will muddle you and I'll make you mojitos. Dark and stormy, great cocktail. Yep. Dark ginger beer, dark rum and lime, easy cocktail. Yeah, ginger beer is a great mixer, man. Dark and stormies are great. Moscow Mule says ginger beer, vodka, and lime. Great cocktail. So yeah, you should know how to make those. It'll impress your friends, you know? It's kind of like that, what's that great movie with Steve Carell and Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone? It's so cute. I love it. It's not I Love You, Man, although that is one of my favorite comedies as well. What's that movie called? Come on. You know the movie I'm talking about. Steve Carell, Emma Stone, Ryan Gosling. Come on. Oh, it's so good. No, not La La Land. It's a comedy. Steve Carell. Crazy Stupid Love. Thank you, Brandon. Crazy Stupid Love. I love that scene where Crazy Stupid Love. It's so good. I love that scene where Gosling like makes her an old-fashioned, you know, and he got the big cube of ice, and he takes the orange peel, and he does this thing, and he does the rim, and da-da-da-da. He makes this drink, and hands her this cocktail, and she just, like, downs it like a shot, and it's just like, okay. This is ASMR. Mustafa? Depends on your definition of ASMR. It is a long, slow chat and a soft-spoken voice with many topics, some advice, some ramblings, and a lot of silliness and shenanigans. But, looking at the time, it is 4:01. Here's what I'm going to do because I feel like it. Binky, you are not obliged to stay because I know it's 4 o'clock and you are not obliged to stay. I like throwing a few songs at the end because I like doing a song or two. 1 or 2 songs at the end. Just for me. So I'm going to do that. But Binky, don't worry, you are not obliged to stay. If you have to go, I totally understand. You're the best. Appreciate you. Everything seems pretty calm. I don't see any crazy, craziness in the comments right now. So yeah, I'm gonna do like a song or two, and then we'll do a raid. All right. But I want to do this. I like singing. I'm like that guy. Bye, cat. You're the best. Take care. Have fun in choir practice, cat. All right. Where is my chair? It's way over here. Come here, Mr. Chair. definitely kind of actually lost track of the time there. I was enjoying chatting with you guys. First hour went kind of slow, but the second hour went by real quick. Went by real quick. Alright. Do this. I know you don't want to listen to me sing. That's why I said you don't have to listen to me sing, Pinky. You don't have to listen. I'm not going to make you listen. That's terrible. That's a terrible idea. I'm not going to make you listen to something you don't want to listen to, Pinky. Jeez Louise. Alright. Okay. Let's see. It's a great idea. Definitely mute me. We'll start off with a nice little warm-up because this is my favorite song to play lately, and I love it. Fall is here, hear the yell, back to school, ring the bell, brand new shoes, walking blues, climb the fence, books and pens, I can tell that we are gonna be friends, I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Walk with me, Susie Lee, through the park and by the tree, we will rest upon the ground and look at all the bugs we found. Safely walk to school without a sound. Safely walk to school without a sound. Here we are, no one else. We walk to school all by ourselves. There's dirt on our uniforms from chasing all the ants and worms. We clean up and now it's time to learn. We clean up and now it's time to learn. Numbers, letters, learn to spell, nouns and books and show and tell. Playtime we will throw the ball, back to class, through the hall. Teacher marks our hide against the wall. Teacher marks our hide against the wall. We don't notice any time pass. We don't notice anything. We sit side by side in every class. Teacher thinks that I sound funny, but she likes the way you sing. Tonight I'll dream while I'm in bed, when silly thoughts go through my head about the bugs and alphabet. And when I wake tomorrow, bet you and I will walk together again. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, I haven't played this one in a long time. If she's gone, I can't go home, feeling 2 foot small. Okay, I'll play this one in that. Here I stand, head in hand, turn my face to the wall. If she's gone, I can't go home, feeling 2 foot small. Everywhere people privacy. You're ruining everything. Shh. Hey, you've got to hide your love away. Hey, you've got to hide your love away. How could I even try? I can never win. Hearing them, seeing them in the state I'm in. How could she say to me, love will find a way? Gather round all you clowns, let them hear them say. Hey, you've got to hide your love away. Hey, you've got to hide your love away. Sorry about the dog barking in the middle there, but hey, you know. Lucy just adding her notes. And I'll do one more. Let's finish off with Radiohead. Let me finish off with Radiohead. Alright, Radiohead. The green plastic watering can for a fake Chinese rubber plant. Nope, that's not gonna happen. I can feel it. And fake love. I can't do it right now. My voice, I've been whispering too long, and when I whisper too long, I can't switch into my falsetto. I can't jump into my falsetto. I have to like warm up my voice. Yeah, bummer, because I love that song, but I can't go in my falsetto. I've been down here doing vocal fry for too long, so I can't do that song. What's a song in my range? Let's do what's in my range right now, my lower range. Strange what desire would make foolish people do. I'd never dream that I'd meet somebody like you. I'd never dream that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I wanna fall in love. Stay low. No, I don't wanna fall in love with it's not happening after doing all this vocal fry. Those high notes are like, oh no, it's not gonna happen, bro. Let it go. Let it go. Heard there was a sacred chord David played and it pleased the Lord. You don't really care for music, do you? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 faith was strong, but you needed proof. Saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty in the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to a kitchen chair, she broke your throne and cut your hair. Through your lips she drew the hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, baby, I've been here before. Walked this room, I know these floors. Used to live alone before I knew you. Well, I've seen your flag on the marble arch. Love is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Maybe there is God above, but all I ever learned from love is how to shoot at someone who outdrew you. Remember when I moved in you and Holy Dove was moving too? Every breath we drew was hallelujah, 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 I always forget that last verse. I tried my best, it wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I've told the truth, I didn't try to fool you. And even though it all went wrong, I'll stand before you with this song. Nothing on my tongue but hallelujah, 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 Leonard Cohen wrote that song. I like Jeff Buckley's cover of it, which is kind of what I did there, sort of like that. But Leonard Cohen, that's his baby. That's his song, but I basically play the Jeff Buckley cover. All right, team. Oh, what a big stretch. I'm gonna show you my dog before we leave, the one who yelled at us earlier. How are you yelling at us earlier? Why'd you yell? You freaked everybody out. You just gotta scare everybody. Look, I'm not mad at you. Come here. I'm not mad at you, even though you yelled at everybody and scared everybody. I'm not mad at you, sweetie. Daddy loves you so much. You clean goose, you beautiful goose. You're just trying to do a protect. You're just doing a protect. You're like, listen, I thought there was somebody outside, and I had to let them know that they're not welcome. I had to let them know they didn't know whose house this was. That's all. That's all you were doing. You're just letting them know whose house this was. This is Goosey's house. This is Lucy's house. Just had to let them know. Told him, you let him know whose house. Goose's house. Whose house? Goose's house. That's all. But you did scare everybody with that. It was a bit intense. Come here. I want kisses. I want kisses. I want the kisses. Thank you, honey. My beautiful gray goose. All right. What a little noise she just made there. All right, team. I gotta let you go. I'm 20 minutes past my due date for my mod. You're the best, Binky. Appreciate you. So I'm gonna let you go on YouTube. You guys are awesome. Love you. Then we'll do a raid over here on Twitch. So YouTube, have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thanks for hanging out with me on a Thursday. Take care. Bye. And over here on Twitch, who are we gonna